at all times to show support to our lovely speakers today. Group photo will be taken separately for online and physical attendee during the break time. With that, I would like to pass the stage to our presiding officer, Jane Wong Yijin.
Hello, testing. So hi everyone, welcome to Toastmasters meeting 358. So the theme for today's, so before the theme, next slide please. Thank you our three of the external roles players for coming. Thank you Yankee TC4 from TME KL as one of the speech evaluator. Next, we have Hesmond as a last minute timer PM3 from TME KL also. Thank you so much. Lastly, we have Peter from Filing TMC as our general evaluator. So can I now have three of them to self-introduce a little bit, starting from Yankee, please? Thank you. The stage is yours. Come.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yankee. I'm the VPE of TMI KL, and I'm really excited to be here as an evaluator. Really looking forward to this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Yankee. Can we have Hesmond also?
Hi everyone, I'm Hesmond and I'm from TMI KL as well. I'm taking over Yankee's position as the VPE for the next term, and I hope to see how this meeting goes. Back to you.
Thank you, Hesmond. And lastly, can we have Peter from Filing TMC to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. Hi fellow Toastmasters. My name is Peter and I'm from Filing Toastmasters Club from Penang. I am currently a treasurer. Next term I'll be the vice president of marketing. Membership, I believe. So I hope we have a very fun meeting tonight and I look forward to it.
Thank you, Peter. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. So the theme for today's meeting is let your hidden talents shine. So in our world today, right, people often define their visible skills and what they have accomplished in their life. But what are those things that are underneath what we show outside? So for me, right, hidden talent is the ability and gift that may not be immediately apparent to the others, and it is waiting for the right time to be unleashed by every one of you. Photography skills could be one of the hidden talents. You can be a humorous person like Ming Kang, or maybe you know how to play some magic tricks. That could be a hidden talents. Not only that, you can also use your hidden talents such as handicraft to make money from it. So if anyone interested to buy keychain, you can come and buy it from me. Okay. We are selling keychains, very cute keychains. You can customize. Customization will be closed on 31st of May. Okay, enough of the advertisement. Therefore, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I urge every one of you to embrace the concept of hidden talent. Find your own abilities and explore what lies below you. Remember that hidden talent is a powerful tool waiting for you to be unleashed from you. with that, wait. So the word of the day is unleash, where it will be introduced by the grammarian later. And then with that, I would like to call the meeting on order. Wow. Now I would like to pass the stage to Toastmasters of the evening, Henry Tan Yin Yi. The stage is yours.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
A very good evening to everyone. First of all, thank you, Presiding Officer Jane. I am the Toastmaster of the evening for today, and my role is to host today's meeting. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, before we start, I'll give a little history about the Toastmaster International. So TI is formed by this guy, which is Dr. Rafi, and it is founded on October 22, 1924, where it's located in YMCA in Santa Ana, California, US. And the purpose of this guy organized a TI is to let us know how to speak, conduct meetings, plan programs, and work on committees. So next slide. Also, that for your information in the history, that TI has achievements for worldwide network of club, serve more than 208,000, 20,000 members in 144 countries through more than 14,700 member clubs. It also helped everyone build up confidence and competence in communication, leadership, and event planning. So next slide. Okay, so a little bit history for Toastmaster Club. It's formed by CITRA, the Center of Industry Training and Relation, and it encouraged students to improve speaking skill. And it is formed by Prof. Maro Haini, was the chairperson of CITRA, and she started the ball rolling. Okay, so the first club gathering will be held by Mid Valley Toastmaster and MyScar Toastmaster, which is our sponsor clubs and our neighbor, and came to conduct a demo meeting. For the first Toastmaster Club meeting, the club was officially registered on April of 2007, and it is located at Dewan Persidangan, Faculty of Language and Linguistics in the year of 2007. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Okay, so a little bit intro for the Toastmaster International core value, which is integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Okay, so today I'm going to present the flow of the meeting, which is we will start by table topic session, go for prepare speech and evaluation. Okay, so before we start our session, we go to the next slides. I'd like to introduce the role player for today. So the role player will help us to improve our speaking. First of all, let me introduce the grammarian, which is Usman. Usman is
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Toastmasters. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word for the day, and the word for the day is going to be auspicious. AUSPICIOUS. It is an adjective. Means.
Usman, I think the word of the day is unleash.
Oh, is it? I didn't get it.
Yeah, it's unleash. No risk.
I didn't.
You got.
Where is it? I didn't get it. So sorry.
Okay, you can look for at the Google there.
Can. Sorry, my mistake.
Okay.
So, 1 second. Sorry for that. 1 second. All right. So the word for the day is unleash. It It's a verb. Release, it means release a dog from a leash. So a sentence could be release a dog from a leash. It means to something to release your potential, or release something that is unknown, for example. Yeah, back to you, Toastmasters.
Okay, thank you, Usman, for your detailed briefing. So let us welcome the R counter, Syahmi, to introduce the role.
Hello. Hello, good evening, everyone. Henry, Master of Evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role tonight is counter. The purpose is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and I will also listen for filler sounds, including and and then I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of the times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you.
Thank you, R counter. Now, let us welcome for the timer of the day, Hesmond from TMI KL, to introduce the role.
Hi everyone, as the timer, I will be timing the table topic speakers, project speeches, as well as the evaluations. I will be using these 3 cards as well as my virtual background to indicate the timings for each, and I will give the report at the end of the meeting. Back to you.
Thank you, Hesmond. Okay, so moving on to the last role player, let us welcome to the General Evaluator, Peter Chu from Falin Toastmaster Club.
Hi, good evening, Toastmasters. As General Evaluator, my role will be hosting the evaluation session, and as well as give my general feedback at the end of the meeting. I also lead the team of evaluators, speech evaluators, who are Samuel, Ming, K, Kenneth, and Zhi Jun, to give constructive feedback to the speakers. Thank you, and I pass back to the Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you. Thank you for the detailed role briefing. So without further delay, let us begin with our first session. I will pass this session to our Toastmaster table topic master, Toastmaster Ming Kang. The stage is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm the table topic master. My name is Ming Kang, past president of Toastmaster Club. And in these sessions, it'll be one of the best sessions in today's meeting, where you get to see people thinking impromptu and speaking on the spot, right? So for the benefit of our guests here, table topics is our first session usually, and it's where you volunteer yourself to be on stage and you'll be given a topic. So the topic are in my hand. You choose it randomly, your own, and you'll speak for 1 to 2 minutes. I'll give a timing example for our table topic speakers. The first minute, you will see a green card or green background on Zoom. 1.5 minutes, you will see a yellow card or yellow background on Zoom. At 2 minutes, you will see a red card and red background on Zoom. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, you will hear a ring bell. And it's where you have to stop. So I will advise you to conclude your speech when you see a yellow card. All right. So you guys ready for the table topic sessions? Right, let's start the sessions. First, I do have some volunteers beforehand, they register themselves to be table topic speakers. So if any one of you would like to be the speakers, be sure to raise your hand or to drop your names in the Zoom chat later on, and I will call on your name. Okay, our first volunteer named Samuel Lee. Is he here? Ready? Samuel Lee. Is it you? Did you volunteer for the table topics? Okay. Would you like to give it a challenge or would you like to skip? All right. Our first volunteer is then, I see the name Hesmond. All right. All right. Would you like to give it a try? Would you like to skip? All right, let's welcome Desmond. Hesmond. There are 10 envelopes on my hand that are related to these sessions, the theme. So would you like to pick one? I'm picking Blade Raya. Okay, you might not be able to recognize my handwriting, so I'll be reading it for you. Oh, wow. It's a good quote. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Hesmond.
Hello, test. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. My topic is the only way to do great work is to love what you do, I think. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, most of you are from UM and you are students. I'm just about 10 years older than most of you here, at least, I think. So I have a bit of experience with doing work. I have been working for over a decade in a couple of different companies. And on the site for each of the companies, I am doing my own work as well, stuff that I wish to do. And that includes Toastmasters or even doing a couple of startups on the side. And throughout the 10 years, I failed and I gave up multiple times till this day. Today, I'm still trying something else. I'm doing something that I feel more passionate about. And I feel that this might just be the one thing that I might do for the rest of my life. And that is to play board games. So I don't know, you all know about board games? No? Yeah. So it's not like chess or Monopoly. There's a lot of board games if I'm not mistaken, there's 144,000 different types of board games in the world right now. And I own just 10. So there's a lot of things that I'm still exploring. And I feel that there's so much potential in this industry. And I love playing board games. My parents say like, you're so old, why are you playing board games? But I don't care. That's what I really like doing. And I feel that I will continue doing this the rest of my life. And back to you.
Board game enthusiasts, let's give a big round of applause to our first volunteer, Hesmond. Right. On my list, we have the second volunteer and she's a guest. Her name is Chen Ya-Ting. So Chen Ya-Ting, would you like to give it a try? Would you like to take the challenge? You can do it. You can do it. Let's go. Woo! Let's give a round of applause to our guests. I think you pick a yes in the registration form. But anyway, I would like to ask you again, would you like to take the challenge? There might be your hidden talent today. So pick one. It's fine. We are here to learn. You might not be able to read by handwriting. Okay. Oh, it's a single word. So your topic is unleash. The word of the day, unleash. Keep in mind that you can talk anything. Doesn't matter if it's related to the topic. You can go around the topic. Doesn't really matter. Take your time to think. You don't have to start right immediately. You can start whenever you're ready. Let's give him a round of applause. And I'll pass the mic to you.
Start now.
Sure. Pass me the topic.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, this is quite challenging for me because my oral English is not so good, but I will try my best. So for unleash, right? It's unleash. Okay, this is quite okay, let me think about it. Unleash. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this word for an academic way. So let's define this word firstly. So unleash means like to relieve or untap your potential, right? So usually everyone has a kind of potential, and we have something we love to do, we are interested in, and we have patience with. So maybe we could think about unleash from multiple ways. For example, the first keyword is to unleash your talents as the theme of tonight. So for me, I think my talent is not about talking at all. So it's more about writing and reading. So that's the reason why I come here trying to improve my oral English and communication skills. It's a little bit endeavor that I'm trying to make. And also, I think unleash my talent is behind it. We usually have something we dream for. So like I hope to improve my oral expressions by attending such kind of events, because behind it I wish to unleash my talents in communication, and behind that I wish to become a speaker, even a lecturer in the future. And so yeah, it's quite I think just a little bit sharing. Yeah, thank you.
Unleash your potential as a speaker by joining a Toastmasters meeting. Thank you to our guest, Yating. On my list, we have another guest, I guess. Name is Bindu. So may I know who is Bindu? Bindhu.
Bindu, would you like to turn on your camera?
Are you online?
Yes, Bindu is online.
Hi.
Hey, may I know, are you a guest?
Yes, I'm a guest. Sorry, I'm
Hi.
at work, but it's so.
Would
Wow.
you like to give it a try? Take the challenge?
Okay, let me just give it a try.
Okay, you have 1 to 2 minutes. You will see red at timer's background when you reach 2 minutes. So on my hand, you can pick number 1 to 8. Which number would you like to pick?
2.
2. Okay, this is envelope number 2. Your topic is, your topic is nature. So
Ming
what
Kang
this
cannot
means
hear.
is talents is developed. It's not something that comes with you when you were born. It's something that you acquire when you're growing up. So that's the meaning. Talent is nurture, not nature. Would you like to-
I'm sorry, there was a little connection problem. I didn't get it. Could you please repeat the topic?
Sure. I will give you an alternative. So the topic is people say that a talent is something that you acquire when growing up. It's something that you get by learning, by doing other stuff. It's not there's something that you have right after you were born. So do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this? We would like to hear your points. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. Talent. You're talking about talent, right?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Talent. Yes, I agree with that. Of course, what's it? Some people say that, genius is in your genes and you are famous only because you have some genetic makeup that gives you the sort of powers and interest and inclination to follow your passions. But I think it's all about your environment, the people who brought you up, the values that you had as a kid, that sort of creates that scenario where, ultimately you paint that portrait that gives you that so-called talent. I mean, okay, there are some brilliant geniuses that at 2 years and 3 years, they are master cooks or fantastic singers and they enter into America Wins Talent and all sorts of stuff. But really, who fosters that? I mean, their parents. And see, if they weren't able to speak, if they couldn't vocalize, if they couldn't think, nothing would happen. So it happens over a period of time. And yes, maybe you have an inclination towards certain talents. But even if I take my personal this thing, I started painting way late into my life. And as I heard from our previous speakers, most of you are students, and I am more than a decade older than you. It just happened like that. And ultimately, I found it a passion. The same thing about cooking. So if you take me at your age, I would say I would have had zero talents. Take me at this point of time, I have talents which I'm not ashamed to post on FB. So coming back to my initial this thing, I really think talents are what you create. You want something, you have a vision. I mean, nothing is stopping you from reaching it, whatever it is. Back to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Thank you. Talent is what you create. Thank you again to our guest speaker, Bindu. We have time for one more speakers, and on my list, the speakers have left the meeting. Terry. Let's give a round of applause to our volunteer then. May I know what's your name? Fariha, and you're from? Yeah, department. Oh, let's welcome our linguistic friends, Fariha. Very brave. Pick a question. Pick an envelope, and I will read it for you to avoid confusion. Oh, your topic is unfair advantage. Unfair advantage. Give a little context. Unfair advantage means a skill that you have that is in you, unique, that you can stood out, you can stand out from each other, from the rest, in your workplace. It's your unfair advantage. Yes, unfair advantage. your unique talent. That's your unfair advantage. So, yeah, that you being unfair by having your advantage. What do you think? Right, stage is yours.
Hi. The point I got from the unique talent I would like to talk about is like I have been first of all, I would like to talk about myself. My name is Fariha Azam and I'm from Pakistan. And currently I came to Malaysia to pursue my Doctor of Philosophy in Linguistics. Every person, I believe that every person have some type of unique talent that other person lacks of that talent. And because every human being is unique in something. It is like fingerprint, like you have the fingerprint, unique fingerprint. Every time you are going to unlock your cell phone, you just put in, only you can open your cell phone, not the other person. Okay. Similarly, you all of them have ID cards and all of you have the unique fingerprint. Similarly, if you talk about the talents, every person has the unique talent. Some people, they are really good at singing. Some people, they are really good at artist work, or they are good at acting. And some people, like they are good at memorizing the thing and they are like doing things and the other person cannot do. I believe like when I was studying at school level, I just believe that I was really good at memorizing things. Okay. Sometimes even when I was not attentive to the class, I was just even if I am the backbencher and the teacher, whatever they are saying in the class, I can listen and I can memorize. And later, when I am at home, I can replay it in my mind and I can listen it and I can do the task. So most of the time when I came back to my class and teacher asked any question, although I was not attentive, I could respond. And all of my classmates, they said, wow, it's really interesting. You were not attentive or you were the backbencher and you went outside the class. How did you do this? It's because of the memory. So I was really good at memorizing things. And I discussed with my father, my mother, they said, yeah, because when you were a kid, we used to give you the almonds. You're like in our culture, maybe in Malaysian culture as well, when their kids born, you just crush the almonds and you give it to the kids so that it's good for memorizing your brain. Still, it is my culture. And my mother still used to say to me, okay, eat the almonds so that you can fast your brain and you can participate in every type of activity. So this is my talent. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, our guest, Fariha. We have members from Pakistan cheering for you. They are online, right? So I guess, can we have another one more speaker? I don't think so. The time is up. That concludes the table topic sessions. We have three guest speakers, and one member, I suppose. 4. And I would like to hand over this to our Zoom master to conduct the poll. Let's vote for the best table topic speakers. So how do I vote for the best table topic speaker?
You guys may proceed to this website called sli.do/umtmc. I will repeat again, sli.do/umtmc. Reminder, only choose one.
Oh. I'd like to know the link.
sli.do/umtmc.
All right. The results in our Zoom master hand. It will pass it over to our Toastmaster of the evening for the announcement later on. Now, we're going for okay, before this, let's conclude the table topic sessions. And I would like to pass the stage to the Toastmaster of the evening, to Henry. Over to you.
Minggang TTE first
All of you guys enjoy the session. Before passing back to you, here's a special amendment to this. Due to special request for our table topic evaluator, member Ikhtifar would like to give the evaluations to all our speakers who were speaking today. So to all the table topic speakers, including guests, you get evaluations from our member. So let's pass over the stage to Toastmaster Ikhtifar for giving us the evaluations. Over to you.
Thank you, Minggang. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right, thank you. So, Minggang, good effort as a table topic master tonight. The titles were on point and also were perfect for tonight. What you could do better is just to pick a name and just go with it. Don't need to ask them whether, are you okay? Are you not okay? Just go for it. Just the challenge of table topics. You are required to speak on the spot when you are in the spot. So, Hesmond, welcome back to UM. I like that you have a story to talk about, which is the job you like. Good comment on the stage. I would like you to move a bit more so that you can emphasize on your points that you make in your speech. And also, I'd like you to elaborate more about your board game that you're playing, because as a fellow board gamer, I would like to know what games are you currently playing also. Yantik, I admire that your energy and able to stand on stage talking about Unleash, which is a very hard topic. Future Minggang, please don't use a one-word topic. This is only reserved for experienced speakers. All right? But then the good thing is you managed to unleash your inner Toastmasters tonight. You were able to talk on the topic and it was nice. Where is it? Okay, and one more thing is, maybe right when you are up the stage, you can remove your mask, because like the mask will make your voice less audible. So maybe in the future, if you want to come and you want to try again to table topics, we can remove your mask. For Bindu, good composition in your speech. You had a good intro, a good middle, and good ending. I would really suggest you to join Toastmasters to further hone your speeches and unleash the Toastmasters inside. If good, can you position your foot at one spot so that we can see your body, especially the upper part, so that you can see your hand gestures and everything, so that your speech will be very impactful. But all in all, it was a good effort to unleash your Toastmasters inside. And yeah, that's all. For Fariha, good introduction on the speech. I would like you to, I like that you had a good intro about yourself, because like Fariha's style was the triangle style, which I like. You gave a good intro about yourself, then about the topic, and lastly about the talent that you had, which is a good memory. And really, I really think that God created elements so that we all have good memory. Eating elements really improve my memory also. And thank you all for being active table topics tonight. And I do hope that you would join the later sessions and unleash your inner strength as a Toastmasters. Back to you, Minggang.
Thank you for the evaluations, feedbacks, comments given to all our speakers. Let's conclude the sessions and pass the floor back to the Toastmaster of the evening, Henry. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, table topic masters, Toastmaster Ming Kang. With that, I would like to say congratulations to all of the guests who willing to step out on this stage, and your courage, willing to try. You're definitely 1% better and improve. So I would like to conclude the table topic session. Thank you everyone for the participation. I hope you have fun with it. Let's take a group photo before we go for a break. Live. Okay, for online audience, please turn on your camera. Okay, the Danish. Okay. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more. Okay, one more. Wait. Okay. Okay, physical one. Okay. Without further delay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, so let's take a 5-minute break. The meeting will be held on 8:52.
The break time is over. So right now, I would like to pass the stage back to our Toastmaster of the evening, Henry.
Hi guys, it's me again, your Toastmaster of the evening, Henry. Okay, now let's move on to the most exciting part, other than table topic. So it's the prepare speech part. So before we begin, let me introduce you about the pathway program in the Toastmaster International. Okay, next slide. Okay, so these are the pathway education program. We have 11 paths, consists of 5 levels where we can learn 5 core competencies from public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership, management, and confidence. So moving on to the next slides. Let us welcome the first speaker, Jefri, which will be presenting level 1 evaluation and feedback. Let us welcome his evaluator, Samuel, to read this purpose statement. The stage is yours.
Hello, Jeffrey. Yeah, I'm Samuel.
Hi.
I'll be evaluating your first speech, and this is the purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. And it's for you to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator, which is me. All right. Good luck and have fun.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Samuel. Okay, so moving on to next. Samuel also giving his level 1 evaluation and feedback and evaluator speech. So I would like to welcome his evaluator, Zhi Jun, to read down his project purpose statement. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Zhi Jun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Henry. Samuel. The purpose of this evaluator project is to practice applying feedback as serve as speech evaluator during a club meeting, and for you to deliver constructive feedback on another member's Jefri presentation. Back to you, Toastmaster Henry.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Zhi Jun, to read out your wonderful speech. Okay, so now let us welcome to the first speech, Toastmaster Jefri, with the title of You Are Unique, Let's Be Proud of It, Part 2. You are unique, let's be proud of it, Part 2. Toastmaster Jefri, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Our first time Toastmaster of the evening, Mr. Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I hope everyone had a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious day. And just so you know that there's a fun fact, because I managed to unleash my impromptu skills although I booked a prepared speech slot, but actually this speech I only took like 5 minutes to do, which, yeah, because of my very hectic schedule, but I managed to unleash my potential in giving my maximum efficiency in preparing for this speech today. And actually, the one funny thing that happened, right? I managed to unleash my communication skills with our VPE. And because
this title was only given to our upcoming VPA and also the current VPE. So I had to cook up a title. So just a disclaimer, my speech is not related to my title. It's just because I don't want to keep Mr. Meng and Miss Zhi Jun waiting. But anyhow, how I came up with this title was because in my previous speech, I unleashed my full potential and it managed to get the Best Speaker Award. And hence that inspired me to continue with my previous speech. And to recap what I spoke during my last speech for writing a speech with purpose, I talked about how I went for therapy because I explained to the audience that we should embrace our singularity, which was also one of the word of the day in our last 2 meetings, if I'm not mistaken. Hence, that gave me an idea. Why not? Let's unleash that potential again by giving a part 2 to this speech. To start off, it was a very busy month for me. It all started, I'm sorry, Ming Kang, when Ming Kang WhatsApp me and called. This is just a joke. Jefri, our upcoming ESCO, we are missing a secretary. Can I nominate you instead? Please accept. Okay, because of Ming Kang, I accepted the offer. But then at first I accepted, then I rejected. And then I went to the AGM of UMTMC. And eventually I got nominated as the Vice President of Public Relations. And I gave the most ridiculous speech because we had few nominees and I was the most ridiculous one because it was kind of like I was trolling around people. I wanted to see how people reacted, and surprisingly, I got the most votes, and eventually that landed me into the position of VPPR, which I don't say it's bad, but I managed to unleash my design skills, and also I persuade many people to like our posters. And eventually, I believe that our poster was the most liked so far in the history of UMTMC. Correct me if I'm wrong after this meeting. But yeah, I would like to take this opportunity to everyone for liking our poster. And that's where it all started to get like downhill, really busy. When I hold on to the post, of course, I had to manage multiple tasks as a VPPR. That was only one case. And then also because of my job, even though I'm already 4 to 5 months into my job, I'm still under probation. My salary is still stagnant. I'm not sure what is my boss is expecting. Is she expecting me to unleash unlimited profit for for the company? And also because I'm in my 3rd semester, mind you, my part-time diploma program, because they want to unleash the full potential from their students and get the best results, I had to do 6 month. Our semester was actually 6 months, and this semester happened to be the busiest because of a subject called social responsibility, where I was appointed as the assistant director once again because it was vacant. And if I didn't take up the post, I think the program wouldn't continue. But through my experience as a VPPR, although I'm just an upcoming VPPR, I managed to hone some of the marketing skills, and also these skills are transferable from UMTMC to the webinar. So I created the design posters, persuaded people to join, and the most exciting part, I unleashed my Toastmaster skills by being the MC of the webinar. And on top of that, it was in BM. Because Toastmaster, I was used to speaking in English. So my classmates say, yeah, you can do it, man. You should be proud because you use BM for the webinar, and we should be proud of our language, so to speak. But thankfully, everything went well, except I had one more thing going on. My driving test, which regretfully I failed. I did not unleash my knowledge and skills learned during the classes, and I ended up failing, of course. And that's kind of disappointing, demotivating, and saps a lot of my energy. But somehow or rather, what makes me unique from the rest of the people is my patience. If you stumble upon an obstacle, you fall down, I will slowly get back up and persevere, because at the end of the day, I believe that you will all be worth it. And let's not forget to unleash our inner patience for ourselves and for the people around us. Thank you once again to those that are attending this meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening. Henry, you're muted. Can't hear you.
Hey, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, I repeat. Thank you, Toastmaster Jefri, for giving your first prepared speech. You also mentioned a lot of word of the day, which is unleashed like an advertisement, but give a very memorable words to let the online audience and physical audience remember. So moving on to the second speaker, I will next. Okay, okay. So moving on to the second speaker. Hello. I would like to invite Salah, which will be presenting level 1 evaluation and feedback for his second speech. I'd like to invite his evaluator, which is Ming, to read out his purpose statement.
No problem. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening. So Salah, the purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as the speech evaluator during the club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to for you, Salah, to demonstrate your ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech and evaluation speech. So as this is a second speech project, I also have received the expect improvement you plan to implement in your upcoming speech and also your evaluations form for your first speech. All the best to you, Salah. Back to you, Toastmaster evening.
Okay.
Toastmaster evening.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Ming, for mentioning the purpose statement. So before we begin for the title, I would like to add on the point where the first speaker I missed out. So for this session, the speech of the speaker will be held in 5 to 7 minutes, and if the time will show green at 4 minutes, yellow at 5 minutes, and red at 7 minutes. Speaker is considered overtime after 7.5 minutes. Okay, so moving on to the title, I'd like to invite Salah, Toastmaster Salah, which will be presenting the title of Key Point of the Book, The Big Leap, Conquer Your Hidden Fear and Take Life to the Next Level. Key point of the book, The Big Leap, Conquer Your Hidden Fear and Take Life to the Next Level. Toastmaster Salah, the stage is yours.
Hi everyone, good evening. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. Please raise your hand if you are hearing me. Am I audible to all?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Just a second. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's my topic is actually a review of the famous book, The Big Leap, Conquer Your Hidden Fear and Take Life to the Next Level. It was written by Gay Hendricks in 2010. The main theme of the book is to conquer your hidden fear, in which he presents the upper issue limits as the main hidden fear in all human beings. What is upper limit issue? He presents the example of a job seeker who gets his favorite job of his life, and then he sticks in whole his life to that one job, his favorite job. According to the author, that is a upper limit issue where we stuck on in just one thing and we don't develop and we don't try to develop. That is called a upper limit issue. In whole this book, he gives some key points by which we can actually conquer that upper limit issue, and we can unleash our all hidden talents. So there are 4 key points. I will go on one by one to each of these. Number 1 is comfort zone. Comfort zone, I want to explain it by my own experience. I want to give example of Toastmasters Club. Like when I deliver one speech, then I become lazy. I actually go into the comfort zone. I become lazy for about 1 and 2 months, and I don't want to deliver any speech. So that is my comfort zone. I go into the comfort zone. So what should I do? I should have a plan. Before delivering my first speech, I should have a plan for another speech. So that will lead to come out of that comfort zone. And most importantly, in each day, if we are talking about comfort zone of each day, then this book says that we should have at least a maximum 45 minutes per day entertainment time. So after that, that is not a comfort zone, that is a kind of laziness. Second key point is breaking the fear. He gives 2 main key points for breaking any kind of fear. One is consultation, second is mediation. I want to also explain this with my own example. Today, as I saw that the table topic master of the evening, Ming Kang, was encouraging the newcomers and speakers for table topic. He was encouraging. That was a kind of consultation. And I also do this kind of consultation by revising my speeches, by taking advices from my consultant. And second is mediation. This book actually in the topic of mediation talks about just rating system. He says that when we feel fear of any kind, like when we feel fear of coming on stage, we should take, he mentions a lot of different kinds of breathing techniques. Like I want to share one of these with you, that we should take an breath from our nose and out from our mouth. So it will ease our fear. The third is reaching the zone of genius. I want to also explain this with my own experience. Like I was in the zone of incompetence before joining Toastmasters Club. I was in the zone of incompetence regarding speeches, regarding speaking in English. So, and I believe after few levels, I will reach in the zone of competence, where, and after completing this whole course, I will reach in the zone of genius, where, and what is the zone of genius? The zone of genius, according to the author, is when we enjoy our job, enjoy our activities. So I will be able to enjoy delivering speeches after completing this course. And one more informative thing here is to mention that only 5% in the world have reached the zone of genius. The last point, the key point, is living Einstein time. The whole book actually wants us to reach to the Einstein's time. What is Einstein time? I also want to explain this with my own example of Toastmasters Club. Like when I will complete all this course, then I will be able to actually, then I will have to update myself and about all kind of new speaking techniques or types, and also avoid multitasking and also include time management system. Then I will reach the time of Einstein. What is Einstein time? Actually, the Einstein time, according to the book, when we become very easy, habitual to any kind of activity. The activities, the jobs become our habit. That is called a time of Einstein. So that's all from me. According to the conclusion, we can, if we want to conquer our hidden fears, all kind of hidden fears, first we should come out of our comfort zone. Second is to break the fear of failure and worries. And third, reaching the zone of genius. And the fourth one will be living Einstein time. That's all from me. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. Now stage is back to you. Thank you so much.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So thank you, Salah, for giving a very good point of the book and detail of your speech. And moving on to the third speaker, let us welcome Toastmaster Teng, which will be presenting level 3 inspire audience. Now let's welcome his evaluator, Yan K, to read down his project proposed statement. Yan K, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, TME Henry. Teng, the purpose of your speech is to practice writing and delivering a speech that inspires others. And the speech is also for you to inspire your audience. Thank you and good luck for your speech. Back to you.
Okay. Thank you, Yan. Thank you, Yan K. So moving on, let us welcome Toastmaster Teng, which will be presenting his title, Distraction. Distraction, Toastmaster Teng, the stage is yours. Okay, there's a little bit technical issue, so yeah, wait for 30 seconds. Maybe 20 more. Okay, it's done.
Where's the control? Wait, the timer don't start counting because I want to. On, yeah, on. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Wow, anyone? Okay. Okay. 3, 2. Any one of you here facing any kind of distraction in the past 24 hours? Please raise your hand. For those who don't raise your hand, you are probably getting distracted right now. Today I know some of you here have some sort of to-do list, but I have a to-don't list. Don't scroll on social media. Don't watch movies at night. And don't read comics in class. For the past few weeks, I found myself breaking all this over and over throughout the semester. What am I even thinking? It really bothers me though, because I can't explain my own behavior. I wasn't burnt out. I have energy. I wasn't depressed. I still had hopes. But then I start to monitor my own behavior and I realize I'm facing some sort of distraction. Today, I'm going to talk about distraction, what causes it, and how to combat them. Distraction means the process of interrupting attention. It is a process whereby we shift our focus from one area of focus by blocking the reception of desired information. As a human being, distraction is a common problem due to how our brain functions. We can only concentrate in short bursts, in short period of time. And as a human being,
we will often check and look at the environment from time to time to see if there's anything more significant, as in the photo over there. One of the common causes of distraction is electronic devices. The endless scrolling of social media, that sometimes the content is not even good. The high-pitched notifications from your phone that force you to check on it because of fearing of missing out. And Google.com that starts with video of Richard Feynman over there talking about magnets. And much, much later on, GitHub. I don't know what's going on with the logo. I just accidentally clicked the wrong link and go to the wrong site. All right. Now we know as a human being, we are easily distracted. We have short attention span, and coupled with an environment that is full of noise, cues, signals, it is very hard for us to stay focused, let alone being able to concentrate. And distraction can easily become procrastination, and it only gets worse. Still remember about the to-don't list that I shared with all of you early on. I noticed that my own behavior can easily be changed by taking up some habits to combat distraction. First, put your phone on do not disturb mode when you're in a focus session. In a focus session, you want to receive the least amount of disturbances as possible. It is okay to play music in a focus session, but you have to remember in a focus session, if you play music, when you're in a distracted stage, it creates an association in your mind. When you're playing the music, you're having fun as well. Now let's move on to the next step. Use a work browser. Don't use a browser that you use for social media to start looking up for your assignment. Because you're probably gonna watch your friends having fun on Instagram. Well, initially you want to look up for the formula of quadratic equations on Wikipedia. Don't remember or bookmark sites that get you into the stage of doom scrolling. You only go to the site during your free time. Go to means search for the URL, then bookmark the URL. And finally, plan ahead. Spend some time thinking what you're gonna do when you sit on your desk. Because if you are aimless, you're probably getting distracted. But if you have a goal or you have a purpose, be it writing a script, reading an article, finishing up your tutorials, these clearly defined goals help you to stay focused at what you do. As a human being, distraction is a common problem. We face distraction. Everyone faces distraction. But it is important to remember why and when we face it. Because we need a balance of finishing and doing up our work before we slip into distraction and start having fun. Social media is not bad. Too much time spent on social media is bad. GitHub is fun, but too much of it is dangerous. There's nothing wrong about electronic devices. It's the imbalance. When you're supposed to finishing up your work, you're texting with somebody. You're watching some random photos with filters. And if I can impart you everything today, I hope it's this message you can remember. I don't scroll on social media now. I only do it during my free time. I watch movies at night, Netflix, not GitHub, only after finishing up my work. I read comics in class, but only during lectures break time. It is okay to, it's even better to have it's okay to have a to-do list to remind you what you're going to do and what you're going to commit to. But it is ever more important to have a habit that puts you into the flow of doing things so that you can feel more accomplished, you can feel more satisfactory when you do it. And finally, quite frankly, to all of you guys, in our life, we need a balance between technology and life because, yeah, that's how life works. And with that, thank you. Some disclaimer for my speech. Thank you.
So thank you, Toastmaster Teng, for your wonderful speech where your slides attract more people to read. Okay, so moving on to the fourth speaker of today, let us welcome Toastmaster Xing, which she will be presenting Level 3 Connect with Storytelling. So now I'd like to invite her evaluator, which is Toastmaster Kenneth, to read down her project purpose statement. Toastmaster Kenneth, the stage is yours.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, hi Xing. So for your project, the purpose of your project is for you to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. So good luck for you, Xing.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kenneth, for your fast and furious. Okay, so let us welcome Toastmaster Xing with her topic, My Hectic from 6 Journey. My Hectic from 6 Journey, Xing, the stage is yours. Good luck.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the evening. Am I audible? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. I just want to check my audio. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Xing, and today my topic is My Hectic from 6 Journey. Firstly, I would explain how I enter Form 6. It is because of my mother. One day, she asked me, "What do you want to study?" I said, "I don't know." And she said, just like every other mother, "I decide for you. Just go to Form 6." I said, "Okay," without any fight. I thought it was just another school with different teachers and students. What could possibly go wrong? In the end, I was wrong. My Form 6 journey is about numerous car incidents, passing out random survey forms to random people at the park, and dressing up like a Muslim lady in front of 200 people, if I'm not mistaken. Now let's get into this story. I hope you guys will enjoy my story. That one day, I parked my car near my school. After school, I was walking back to my car like a normal day. And then I noticed that my number plate was gone. I was confused at first. And then I thought, just the number plate gone, nothing else. Lucky me. So I just got in my car and I scrolled down my left window. Yeah, it's the old-fashioned Myvi. So I heard a crack sound suddenly. Kang! I looked to my left side. My perfect window was shattered. And I quickly got out of my car and I saw my broken number plate was actually tossed by someone into that deep drain like it was worthless. That day, I went back home with my broken number plate, my shattered window, and a broken heart. It was devastating for me. You think that's the end? No, that's not the end. The next month, my right side window was gone at the same place. Also the same after I finished my Form 6 school. I was like, oh my God, this thief is so persistent. How could he this persistent? I was so frustrated, I couldn't even look in my right side window while I was driving. I was quite a new driver that time. So I quickly got it fixed for the next day. Then, guess what? It was gone again. It was gone again. Yes, this is not dramatic. This is real story experienced by me. Yes. So I was so fed up and accepted my fate. I decided not to fix my right side window for 1 whole week. Yes, for this thief, I endure the process of not having right side window while I was driving. I hope he was my partner for my research back in Form 6. He would be a great partner because he would unleash his persistent talent in collecting 100 survey forms in no time. I did not expect I had to collect survey forms from 30 random people at a park near my research location for my Form 6 research, which is also known as Kerja Khusus. My research topic was about recycling. So I'm going to research about the awareness of recycling among the residents near my neighborhood. That day, I was so nervous, I kept on stuttering and give awkward smiles like this. Could you fill in this form, please? And then like this. Yes, it's so awkward. I don't want to be recalled by that memory. But it was a great experience. I noticed that there were a lot of kind people, from young kids to senior citizens, who would fill in my forms. And I would give them my pens for them. And I saw some kids struggling with my words. Maybe it's too deep for them. And some senior citizens who cannot see my paper, I have to like explain to them. Yes, it is quite an interesting experience because I was quite an introvert. It trains my socializing skills and my reflex system also. And the last hectic thing that I did was dressing up like a Malay Muslim girl. I represent my class for Hari Raya role model competition, where you need to stand on the stage wearing full baju kurung. Shorts are optional. You can walk like a model on stage and pose something like that, something like this. Yes. So that day, I was so competitive. I even borrowed a shawl, also known as tudong, from my friend, my Malay friend. She taught me how to wear a shawl. And I experienced this firsthand. It was quite okay, I would say. It's not that hot that as I expected. Yeah. And that day, I even do makeup myself the first time. And then I ended up mess up my makeup. And my friend who saw my makeup, she said, I did not look at you for just 5 minutes. What have you done to yourself? And she said, I will rescue you. And she actually rescued me. And I survived the competition with my typical picture pose on the stage, like this, with hands aside and a smile, my biggest smile, like that. So that is my chaotic Form 6 journey. It was not a bed of roses, I would say. It's not that ordinary like any other Form 6 student, I would say. But it was quite a good experience. It has a lot of impact towards my personal development. I hope your pre-university pathways and experience are as exciting as mine. In a good way, not the car incident, okay? So that's all for me. Thank you. I'll pass back the floor to Toastmasters of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Xing, for presenting your very emotional connection speech and very good demonstration speech. So now, let's vote for the best project speaker. I will pass this session to the poll master, Nicholas.
Okay, let me set up. Okay. So you may proceed to the website sli.do/umtmc. Vote for your best speaker. Who is the best speaker? The best speaker is... No. Huh? Wait, internet problem. Legit internet problem right now. I'm using data using Wi-Fi right now. Something went wrong. Okay. Okay, I've press available. Okay, now it's starting. I can see 1 vote, 3 votes. Very intense, eh? 5 votes. Wow. A new leader. Wow. Oh, we are having a tie. It's real. It's real. Now we're having a new leader. We have only 12 people voting. Any more? Wow. Got 1 person is leading right now. No. Yeah. Ming Kang. Okay, I believe that almost everyone has voted, so I would like to close the session for the voting.
So, okay, so thank you for voting. I would like to say, I will conclude the project speech session with an end. Thank you once again for all speakers who share with us their stories. So moving on to the next session, which is the final session, is the evaluation session. So I would like to invite the general evaluator, which will be host in this session. I would like to invite Toastmaster Peter Chiu from Fali Toastmaster Club. Let's welcome Toastmaster Peter Chiu. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening, Henry. So, as general evaluator, I would first introduce and invite our tag team, TAG, which stands for Timer, R Counter, and Grammarian. Later on, I will invite the speech evaluators to present their speech evaluation. So first of all, without further ado, let's invite our grammarian tonight to come and deliver his or her grammarian speech evaluation. Over to you, grammarian.
All right. Can I share my screen?
Sorry to interrupt, but I think you have skipped the evaluation session.
Oh.
Eh?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, evaluation first.
Evaluation of speakers first. Okay, sure. Let's go ahead with our first speaker evaluator. That is Jefri. Over to you. Wait. Yeah, Jeffrey's evaluator, Samuel. Over to you, Samuel.
All right. Thank you, Peter, Toastmaster Peter from Falim to introduce me. And hi, Jeffrey. Good job.
Hi.
All right. This is so the purpose and objective of your speech today is to present a speech, and you did that. So good job. And I have felt that it was a very encouraging and speech because you had shared so much stories about what you've been through your last week. And first of all, I felt that you are very natural. The speech was very natural, and that you shared your stories despite confessing to us you did not prepared for it, but it felt like as if you have prepared because it sounded so natural. And because of that, I was listening and I really could enjoy your stories, especially on the car accident. Sorry, not the car accident, but the part where you failed your car exam. But really sorry about that. And secondly, I like that you had really good memory where you always bring up the word of the day, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And without fail, I think this is the 3rd time. Yeah. And it really encourages, I feel, that future Toastmaster guests that they can come and know that what's the next word of the day. Okay. And what I felt was gestures during the session could be better, where I felt it was half the body was only seen from the presentation slide here. So maybe next time can zoom out a bit more and then can see more of your hand. Because what I got was that there were just hands moving below the screen, and I couldn't get what hand gesture you were showing. Right. And just a second point I feel, which is that it was slightly unstructured because the introduction was took quite a bit of time, and I felt that if you can share a bit more about the story of your feeling of failing the car exam and how perhaps you can do better the week after, then it will really inspire me to not repeat the same mistake in future. And otherwise, I think a good summary of the speech of your sharing would be great. And so in summary, I would really kudos to you for being a very natural speaker and have a good memory. I challenge you in the future to use more hand gestures that we can see with the full body, and your more summaries and at the end of the speech. Yeah, that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Samuel, on your evaluation. I can hear that your evaluation is very well structured and in time. You first start off with what you like about his speech, Jefri's, and you gave recommendations as well as you have a proper conclusion. Well done on that. Next, I would like to invite the second evaluator to give his report, Toastmaster Meng.
Hi everyone, am I audible?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
great. Hi Salah, can you hear me? Most importantly.
Yes, Ming.
Okay, thank you so much, General Evaluator. So, first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate Salah for successfully completing the second speech under the evaluation and feedback project. Congratulations. First let's give him a round of applause for completing this project. So, now, what I like about his speech is that he has demonstrated, he provided a very neat and succinct slides, which is very easy to follow in my point of view. And at the same time, he also demonstrated that he has good body language, especially on the hand gesture. When he said like for example, when he start a speech and start to talk about roll over, he literally used the hand gesture demonstrating his roll over. That is one of the good examples. Next, as Salah's as Salah pointed out, the expected improvement he would wish to implement is that which are give personal experience or other examples as an evidence to support the points of this book titled The Big Leap, Conquer Your Hidden Form and Take Life to the Next Level. And second, avoid referring the author's name again and again and again in your speech. So in lieu of the speech you have made so far, Salah, I believe you have completed and you have made vast improvements on that point. Not only you have relate to your personal experience, especially onto the fact that after you're making a speech, you start to slip into your comfort zone and you say you're trying to and then you say that this is not good and you are saying you have to get out from it. And the second thing I really like is that you are quite attentive throughout this meeting as you are using an example, which is Ming Kang as a table topic master has encouraged guests to stand up and to take up the challenge to be a table topic speaker. That shows you are quite attentive and being adaptive in your speech. That is something I like to see more of you in your future speeches. As the points of improvement though, I like you to use more on a figurative speech. I know it's a bit a technical presentation because it's about a book review, and book review is not that easy, but you actually can up by putting extra words. For example, when you talk about the second point on the aspect called meditation, instead of saying make a breath, you can say take a deep breath. See, this will get you connected with the audience. And as for my challenge to you in your future speeches, I will encourage you to make more impactful speeches, which is especially towards the conclusion. You can say on or what I cover are the 4 points, and you can say, okay, the 4 points are the 4 points in the book are as follows: this, and this, and the lastly, Einstein time. Thank you for attention. You improve by putting in a very enthusiastic mood that will make your speech end with a very good note. Thank you so much, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, second evaluator, Toastmaster Meng. I really like your speech in your evaluation in the way that you give encouragement, plenty of encouragement to our speaker for completing his project. Next, I think you're like one of the floor audience have pointed out you have improved a lot in fluency. I say props to you. Well done. So now I would like to invite the third evaluator, none other than Toastmaster K. Over to you.
Okay, kamsahamnida. Thank you, our General Evaluator online, Toastmaster Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmaster Kean. Are we ready to start working on our distractions? Are we? Please lah, are we?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes. So first of all, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Kean on fully, getting the purpose of his speech, which is really to inspire his audience, delivering a message and then giving us that light bulb moment that, hey, I need to take action. And that's starting by tackling distractions from today. So Toastmaster Kean, I have 2 points of improvement and 2 points that I think you did very well in today's speech. So first of all, I would like to comment on your content. Your content was about distraction, something that every one of us is fairly familiar with. I don't trust anyone who has never encountered any distraction in their life. If you have, talk to me later. I'll have a long discussion with you, huh? But for the most of us, it's fairly relatable. And that captured your audience attention throughout the entire speech because we wanted to know more. So very well done on that. The second point that I think you did very well was on your delivery. He maintained eye contact with most of us in the room throughout his entire speech. And of course, our audience online. I noticed that throughout his speech, he did look into the camera, which I observed through the Zoom meeting as well as our audience in the physical venue. So very, very well done on that. And regarding the question that you gave us at the start, how many of you have encountered distraction? That was a very good way to start us thinking right at the start of his speech. He already started to make us think. So that kept us going with him along all his points that came after it. So very well done on the 2 points, content and delivery. The next 2 points, if I may, to give you some, room for improvement. Firstly, you were standing here, which is a fairly nice place to, interact with your audience, physical and virtual. But if I was sitting there, most of the time, I could not see the middle part of the stage, as you can see here. So it was such a waste. I was like, oh, I really wish you didn't stand there because I wanted to see your beautiful slide. When your slide first came out, I was like, hey, we could have a Talk speech level today. Wow, very good, Sia. But I missed it already. So if you could just be a little bit more aware of where you're standing in the physical venue, that would really bring out it will really unleash the full potential of your effort that you've put into this speech, all right? And the next thing that I would like to comment on that you probably would be most interested in is vocal variety. So you mentioned that you want to improve on vocal variety, and maybe I would just give you one point to, maybe consider in your next speech, which is to use some pauses throughout your speech. Pause when you're moving from one point to another so that the flow and the distinction of each point is clearer to your audience. For example, put your phone on do not disturb mode. Pause for a bit and then continue. So Toastmaster Kenneth, very well done, and I wish you all the best for your future speeches. Keep delivering speeches. I'll look forward to them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Evaluator Yan K, I really like how you are very energetic when you're giving your presentation and your evaluation. You really capture our attention first of all in the beginning. Very well done on that. I really love your evaluation. Our fourth evaluator tonight is Toastmaster Kenneth. And I would like to now invite Toastmaster Kenneth to give his evaluation.
Hello. Just to make sure that it is audible.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, is it audible?
Yeah.
Great. Xing, you have unleashed the power of mimicking. In the beginning of your story, you are mimicking as if your mom is talking with you, imitating the nervousness. If you have delivered the forms to the stranger, hey, this form is for you. That's the unleash of the power of mimicking and imitation. I like how you connect the audience with your emotions included in the stories. For example, you show your frustration in a speech when your car window is heated by something by contracting your eyebrow and contracting your fist as if you are really fed up with this accident. You are definitely a genuine Lego builder. You structure your speech components in a few parts like a Lego block. And it lets the audience to easily walk through each single Lego blocks as it's represented as a story. Xing, your speech will be better, will achieve the champion level if it involves showing actions. Consider removing your background. It's because when you're showing your actions, when you're showing your hand gestures, your background is somehow absorbing some of your movements away. And you can input more and longer pauses between each of the sentences to let the audience to settle down, to relax, and to absorb, to indulge in your speech components. Xing, I believe you can do better. I believe you are the next champion in the World Championship. If you continue to inspire us with your energetic body language, with your powerful smile, together with your engaging speech content. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, fourth evaluator, Toastmaster Kenneth. You have really delivered your evaluation with full clarity and at the right pacing. I really enjoyed that. Now, is there a fifth evaluator called Zhi Jun?
Yeah, she's the evaluator for Samuel.
Yes.
Okay, so now I would like to invite the evaluator, Zhi Jun, to come up to stage. Over to you, Toastmaster Zhi Jun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, to our new and fledgling Toastmaster Samuel, congratulations for unleashing yourself to serve a role as an evaluator. You did a very good job. What I like about the evaluation from Toastmaster Samuel to the speaker Toastmaster Jefri is, first, you engaging with your speaker very well. At first, you say hello to Jefri, and then you turn over to him and make sure he is listening to you. Yeah. Besides engaging to your speaker, you also engaging yourself very well to the audience by showing your eye contact to everyone of us at here. This is what I like. The second thing is you are good in the active listening by noticing what Jefri say about and what he do about. Like he sound naturally and notice his hand gesture not very good and also good, and you show your ways to overcome the problem of the hand gesture by zoom yourself further a bit so that I can see half of body. Perhaps can add on what Toastmaster Kenneth say to Xing is perhaps Jefri can close your virtual background so that we can, because the background will make your body gesture a bit blur. So perhaps you can close. This is what I add on. And third is your speech, your evaluation speech is well organized. You have a intro, welcome, hi to Jefri, and then your points, and a good summary to summarize what he do, like sounds natural and improve in hand gesture. However, no one can be 100% perfect. So Toastmaster Samuel, you can enhance your evaluation by noticing more that I noticed that what Jefri goods in, like he show about the words of the day, instead of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, he show about the unleash. He's talked about the unleash for 9 times. You can measure about and congrats to him. Second, he got use of props. This is what good in the speech. He got use the props like calling the handphone about the Ming Kang calling him. He also good in this, can mention about this. Perhaps you can improve your not talking so monotonous, but since it's the evaluation and it's your first time evaluation, so perhaps you can improve it by talking emotionally. To summarize, your evaluation is well structured and naturally engage with your speaker, Jefri. Perhaps can mention more about his goods and challenge yourself by unleashing yourself in getting more speeches and evaluation in future. That's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Peter.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Zhi Jun. Let's give her a big round of applause. I'm sure this is like one of her several first times of giving an evaluation. So it must be not that easy. She's picking up, and I congratulate her on her courageous attempt. And it's pretty good because she had a well-structured evaluation tonight. And also, yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Jefri, for having my back just now. Tonight, not only Toastmaster Jefri have my back, I have 3 musketeers together with me that they are the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. They are the ones who are silently supporting this meeting tonight. And what can we learn from them? Yep.
Can we have the vote for best evaluator? Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. All right, let's have the vote for the best evaluator right now.
Okay, let's go to the aforementioned link again, sli.do/umtmc, and vote for the best evaluator. So far, there's 12 people voting. Is there any more? The winner is yes, a big majority. Yes. Yeah. Okay. We have formed the majority. The winner is later we'll review. Okay, so I want to pass back to the GE for
Okay.
the
Okay, I'll continue on from where I left off. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite the grammarian for tonight, Toastmaster Usman, to give his evaluation. Please help me invite grammarian. Wait, yes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
on,
please
go
help
on.
me invite Toastmaster Usman. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Let me share my screen. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so there's a lot to cover, so I'll get on with it. As for the word for the day, Ming Kang twice, Hesmond none, Ting thrice, Bindu and Fariha none, Ikhtifar Henry, Salah and Kenneth, Zhi Jun, and in they all did once, and Jefri did 11 times. However, I would suggest speakers to use the word purposefully and not for the sake of it. The good selection of words, Bindu said foster, which I found very interesting. I know that Jeffrey also mentioned a long phrase, and unfortunately, I still can't get hang of it, so I didn't even know how to write it down. As for the misword pronunciation, there are quite a few to go through. Firstly, least, it should be list, not least. Then it should be all, not all. It should be audible, not audible. It should be whole, not whole. It should be breathe, not breathe. Okay. And yeah, that's it from the grammarian. Back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, grammarian. Now, let's invite the R counter to give his report, her report.
Share my screen first. Okay, we have 7 speakers today that do not do any pause periods. The first one is Kang, Jefri, Yankee, Kenneth, Zhi Jun, Hesmond, and Ikhtifar. Congratulations for that. And then we have Salah, Kean, Teng, one because Xing, Peter on one, Samuel, 3 2 1 and total 6. Human, 3 1 1 SS, I like, it can, so, 3 times, and it's 9 in total. Yating, 4 5 4 bye, repeated words, in total 11. Bindu, I think, 1. Fariha, 5 1 and I repeated words, in total 7. That's all. Back to you.
Thank you very much, R counter. So you must have listened very closely to the whole entire meeting, and I congratulate on you on that. Thank you very much, R counter. Now I would like to invite the timer, Toastmaster Hesmond. Over to you.
Yes. Can you hear me? Can I? All right. Sorry, I don't have a slide, so I'll just read it out. For table topic segment, all speakers are given 1 to 2 minutes. First speaker, Hesmond, took 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Second speaker, Yating, took 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Bindu also took 2 minutes, 16 seconds. And finally, Fariha ended with 2 minutes and 34 seconds. For the project speech segment, there were 4 speakers. They were given 5 to 7 minutes. Jefri took 6 minutes and 34 seconds. Salah took 6 minutes, 41 seconds. Teng took 5 minutes, 58 seconds. And Xing took 7 minutes and 24 seconds. Now I'll move on to the project speech evaluations. There are 5 evaluators. All are given 2 to 3 minutes. First evaluator took 2 minutes and 59 seconds, Samuel. Second evaluator, Ming, took 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Third evaluator, Yankee, took 3 minutes, 47 seconds. Fourth evaluator, Kenneth, took 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And last evaluator took 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hesmond, as our timer for tonight's meeting. We appreciate you on that. Without you, we wouldn't know whether we overtime or undertime. Right. So now, as your general evaluator for tonight, I'll give my evaluation. I would like to start off with the good points tonight that I saw. We have our aSAA Yong Sheng, who gave us a very good beginning of the meeting. And we have President Ming Kang is he still the president? Yes, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I heard he wasn't the president anymore, but yes, he's still the president as what is stated in the agenda for tonight. I like his speech. And we have our Toastmaster of the evening, Henry. Can we give him a big round of applause? Because he is courageous enough to attempt being the Toastmaster of the evening tonight. Henry, congratulations to you. And we have our cameraman, also Ming Kang. I like how he can zoom in at the podium when necessary and zoom out to see the whole stage. That's really professional work, isn't it? Okay. Our table topic master of the evening is Ming Kang. He really hype up the environment with his voice, which I really like. Giving energy to others is like a mirror, because people are like mirrors. When you give energy out, you receive them back. I really like how he brings energy to the meeting tonight. Our poll master and everything he does is very important for the hybrid meeting. Everything he does matters to online. He does the polling, and that is none other than Toastmaster Nicholas. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nicholas, for tonight. You have made the polling very smooth tonight. And now, okay, lastly, I think our table topic evaluator, Ikhtifar. I like how his screen is very bright. He's also audible, and also he always ends with a note of encouragement. My suggestion to him would be you can slow down and take your time for Ikhtifar on your evaluation. Right. As well as I would like to say one more good thing is that the slides are well prepared, the font size are well sized, and it's convenient for the audience to see what are the speakers' names and also what is being spoken today. Here now I would like just to move on to my feedback. Tonight our president maybe is a bit too our president is a bit too excited to share the word of the day. That should be left to the grammarian. Let's leave it there for the grammarian to share something. Okay, so I like how I would like to. This is something well done by the aSAA. Okay, she actually went up to the TOE to tell him that we can't hear him. He have to hold the mic. That's very good. That's very proactive. Okay. Moving on. Oh yeah, something that was previously a mistake but then corrected was the poll masters Nicholas polling. During the first polling, we can actually select multiple options. that can lead to a rigged election. But he managed to turn it over by the second voting session, and that's very well done on that. Congratulations. And yeah, so overall, tonight's meeting was well prepared physically, from what I can see, and also online. I would like to congratulate Toastmasters on having such a smooth flow meeting, and as well as the preparations beforehand was very you actually set up a group and it's very nice. So once again, thank you very much for inviting me as the general evaluator. I would like to now pass it back to the Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, General Evaluator Peter. And now is the time for. Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
So thank you, General Evaluator Peter, for your constructive feedback. For now, let us move on to the last part, which is the most exciting part, which is the awards the award ceremony part. I will be the one to host the award ceremony. Okay. So now let us now for the best table topic speaker. Drum roll, please. Let us congrats Toastmaster Hesmond. I will invite our Toastmaster. Also, I will be present the award to Hesmond. Let us welcome Hesmond to the stage. Okay, next is the time for the best project speaker. This is the most closest vote between 1 and 2 of the speakers. So drum roll, please. And let us congrats Toastmaster Teng. Okay, so due to his personal issue, I'd like to invite Kenneth to represent him to receive his award. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Kenneth, for representing Teng. Also, congrats to Teng. Moving on to the last part, let us welcome the best evaluator. Drum roll, please. Let us congrats Toastmaster K. And yeah, due to her personal issue, let us welcome Hesmond to represent her to receive this award. Okay, so that's the end of the award ceremony. Congratulations to all the winners. For those who didn't win, do not give up. Try again next time. I believe you can step out on this stage for next time. Okay. Now, I should pass the stage to the presiding. I should pass the stage for the general evaluation appreciation. Okay, I will sum up with this meeting, come up with a lot of new Toastmaster who are willing to take the challenge. Even me as a first time TME, I like to say this is a very good platform to conduct a meeting. Okay, so how? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you, Peter. That's the end of the award ceremony. Congrats to all the winners and do not give up. So now I will pass the stage to Presiding Officer for the closing address. Let us welcome Toastmaster Jane.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the evening, Henry. So just a quick sum up. Thank you everyone for joining our meeting today. And our upcoming meeting will be on 12th of June, another Monday, 8 p.m. at Dewan Perdana 4, where we will be having our new X-Course installation and also new members induction and a few of icebreaker speeches. Everyone is welcome. It is a hybrid meeting. It is at Dewan Perdana 4 and Zoom. See you on 12th of June, Monday, 8 p.m. And I would like to officially end this meeting at now. Ooh. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hey, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sorry, just saying over.
Thank you.